Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I want to tell you a story. It's a story of why me here now. Sometimes the question has to lead us. We were in the hospital with Pop-Up, my childhood best friend's father, who became my father too. It was his last day, and COVID was waning at that point enough that we were allowed to come back and be with him in his last hours. We got to sing to him all day long. We sang, read scriptures, and prayed. We weren't praying for him to be healed and restored. He had taught us so much, reminding us that our life in this body has a finite point, but life eternal goes on. The nurses and the doctors would come in from time to time and sing with us. They would cry and say, "You have no idea how much we need this. This place has been ravaged, and to hear you here singing is a gift to us. I know that this is a hard time for you, but you're blessing us." We were like, wow. Even on the day he goes out, Pop-Up is still ministering to people through us. There had been a woman in the waiting room when we were there, as I was waiting. Tia and her mom Grammy had already gone back, and I saw this young lady just writhing in pain. She was agonizing, but because of COVID, they couldn't see her right away. The place was packed. She was in so much pain. By the time they got back, we were already back in the emergency room section of the hospital, and her mother came over to me. She stood in front of me and said, "Will you come pray with my daughter?" And I said, "Well, I've been praying since I was sitting by you all out in the waiting room. Yes, I'll come and pray." And I looked at Tia and I looked at Grammy. We laughed and they were like, "What?" And Tia said, "What do they think we are, rabbis?" Purpose will find you. So I went in the room and I prayed with the young woman. I prayed with her mother. And then for some reason I began to speak to this young girl to tell her how precious her life is, how precious her walk is, how precious her purpose is, and that she had to recognize who she was and remember what she was here to do. Her mother began to wail and cry, and this young lady, tears just flowed. Shortly afterwards, the mother came out and said, "She's doing great. She's not in pain right now." I said, "The pain isn't the purpose. Her purpose is her purpose." Tia said, "Yeah, you a rabbi." We started laughing. I was like, "Tia, I don't know where this is coming from. What? We're not here for them." We're just laughing about it. Here's the thing. Sometimes we're focused on what we think we're losing, and we can't see the life that we're gaining. Sometimes we think we're talking to one person. We're really talking to that person in the back who's listening. Sometimes we think we're dying, when in truth we're being reborn. I love you.